Yo, welcome to another episode of On the Black Couch. And today we got a heavy hitting episode, you know what I'm saying? Or, I might say a hard hitter, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got one of my favorite people as a special guest today. Somebody I've been getting to know really closely lately. And it ain't gonna do too much. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
What up, though? I'm MzBEE, and I'm kicking it with the Black Couch in this mother.
Come on, y'all. We gotta give a round of applause. We got MzBEE, man, community activist and record exec, and just a lot more. Like I probably can't even think of everything she be doing. She just horns everywhere like a little Indian goddess. But all I know is you doing all right today?
Yes, I'm doing great.
For sure.
I'm doing great.
You look good. You got your coat on, pink boots. Yeah. You was on one date. That what's up though. So, how you get into being a record exec, or how you even get into the industry side of things?
Well, honestly, I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
So, I grew up around the industry. My family was a part of Motown.
I was gonna say that's like Motown, right? Yo, for sure.
Yeah. So I grew up in a city where they believed in music. They believe in creativity. This is also the same city that started GM. That's the basis of it.
What's GM?
General Motors.
Oh, General Motors. Okay.
It's one of the top 3 automotive companies in Michigan. Okay. It's General Motors, Ford Motor Company, and then it's Chrysler.
Okay.
It's equivalent to Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, it's equivalent to Mercedes-Benz.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. So it does play a big part in Detroit economics.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you go downtown Detroit, you're going to see a huge building on the water on the border of Canada. It's a GM.
Okay.
It originated in Highland Park, Michigan. That's where I grew up as a kid. It's about 8 blocks long. It sits in between the east side and the west side of Detroit, Michigan. It's called Highland Park.
Okay.
But that's where it started. A little factory on Woodward Avenue. And then when the white people started moving out, so did the factory.
Damn. So what did it become after that?
Well, it became the drug empire in the 80s when crack became very heavy in the streets. So that's what ran out the automotive industry from Woodward Avenue, and they ended up downtown Detroit in the Renaissance building.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Highland Park went from being known for General Motors to being known for being crack addicts or drug dealers.
Turned into crack world.
And then the babies came out, crack babies.
Crack babies in crack world.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so
it's the government fault.
So I grew up around it. I just didn't come up, saying, "Oh, my family this," saying, name dropping to get where I need to go.
Yeah.
I just kind of did my own thing. I didn't start off in the industry, but I was around it.
Okay.
So basically, I went into the industry after I left active duty when I was in the military.
How long were you in the military?
Collectively, I served 5 years in the Army active duty, 24 hours a day.
And how was that experience like?
It was awesome. I mean, as of now, I'm a diesel technician. I can build and fix armored vehicles, tanks. I can tow them and recover them. I can fix weapon systems.
Damn. You need to go get a damn job with the Avengers or some goddamn body. On the damn start.
Yeah, I can fix the tracks on the tanks. I do it all. I can rebuild, clean weapons, break them down to the firing pin. So I'm a nice nationwide licensed HVAC technician. My resume looks like a man resume.
Shit, your resume look like 15th Street. That motherfucker long as hell.
So before the military, I owned a cleaning service and I owned property. So I gave that up to enter into the military. And I just walked away from the life I had and went into the military because, I was studying criminal justice law enforcement to solve why my mother was killed.
Damn. You landing on me, MzBEE. You landing on me right now. I ain't gonna lie. God damn, you landing on me. But damn, that's so you wanted to become a lawyer?
No, I wanted to actually work hand in hand with law enforcement to solve my mother's murder and my cousin's murder, who is currently still missing because the police officer killed him.
Damn.
So that was the reason why I entered the military, to solve crimes in my family that the police department thought it didn't matter.
And this was in Detroit.
Yeah, my mother's death still is unsolved. My cousin is still missing. The police officer is still out of the country. They're still covering up for it. Yeah.
So what do you feel like the average of unsolved murders in Detroit is? Like, what do you feel like that rate is? You think it's a high number?
To be honest, it's a collective of dirty politicians.
I believe that.
Crooked cops. It's a collective of so much crime is happening there, like murders and robberies and stuff, that a lot of times they just write it off as, oh, you got killed, it was because of drugs.
Damn.
Oh, you missing? Oh, okay, well.
Drug addict.
Yeah, you're a drug addict, you know, so that's in Detroit. A lot of times you can call and say somebody breaking in your house. The police gonna come after somebody dead. That's just what it is. They'll come the next morning.
Dang.
You know, so in Detroit, you learn to fend for yourself. That's just what it is. So because family members are missing and dead because of the hands of police departments not wanting to do their job, or because you're the reason for it, is part of the reason why I started doing things for communities myself and saving kids myself. Because where is the government when the families that you're supposed to protect?
And they say police in the South bad. God damn.
No, we had a mayor in office that went to prison for embezzlement and all kind of things, for money that was supposed to go to the citizens that paid taxes, but you were putting it in your pocket and all of this other stuff. You know, it's crooked. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just mentioned that's why you joined into child care and just going into community activism.
I've been doing this since I was 14 years old out of my own pocket.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was born in Detroit, Michigan, but as a kid I grew up in a small city called Highland Park, Michigan. Mm-hmm. In the 80s, where, like I said, the drugs was really bad. Mm-hmm. Half of our parents was on drugs and the other half was either pimps or they were selling drugs. That's the reality of it. So our peer group, when we grew up, we all had to take care of each other. It wasn't no parents taking care of you. You took care of yourself. Sure. It wasn't no DHR saying, oh, you going to jail because you left your kids at home. Because your mama going to put a key around your motherfucking neck and tell you don't open the door. And when you get home from school, you better use that key to get in the house and you better not come back outside. You know, it was rules. Your neighbors watched out for you. If they knew your parents was gone.
Y'all ain't gonna say bless you?
Bless you. If they knew your parents was gone, the neighbors was on your head. They knew who was supposed to come in and out your house. They disciplined you when your parents didn't. You know, but it's as time went on and the drugs got involved, you know, when it started getting heavy, the parents, they just got addicted. Damn. So all of us, we just fended for ourselves. We grew up in a high school with no...
That shit sound like Snowfall.
We grew up in a high school with no windows because they kept getting shot out. Those are facts. We grew up in a high school with no windows. Right now, if you Google Highland Park High School, it is currently tore down. But if it comes up to a picture, it has no windows. It never had any windows because it always gets shot up. The kids couldn't even go to school and be safe because it kept getting shot up.
Was this like the crack epidemic?
Yes. Like all of us that grew up in the 80s, we were forced to fend for ourselves. You either grew up in the system or you grew up in the streets. You either grew up with a crackhead as a parent or a pimp as a daddy or a drug dealer as a daddy. Those are the facts.
Damn, bro.
So we all grew up fending for ourselves. We was outside 10, 11 years old fending for ourselves, buying our own school clothes, figuring out how we gonna eat ourselves. We was outside risking our freedom to eat at 10 and 11 years old.
That's crazy. But I'm saying though, like even with all those traumas and all those experiences, you know what I'm saying, which are probably, some of those will probably still weigh on you today, because I feel like anybody would, you know what I'm saying, that just come with life. But do you feel like that made you the woman, the strong woman you are today? Like all your collective experiences, you grew up in the prime of the crack epidemic, then you go to the military. Now now you traveling to the music industry. Now you're a community activist. So, I mean, that's commendable. That's you can applaud that because that's you're overcoming so many things. And how does that make you feel?
When you are doing things like I'm trying to do with my organization, it becomes a problem with the government because when you're creating programs that actually elevate communities, elevate families, when you're creating an environment where parents can actually afford to pay their bills and they don't have to get on welfare, they don't have to, when you are doing something outside of the government, they don't like it. And the reason they don't want people to succeed and the reason why the government don't like programs like mine to help the community is simply because you in inner cities, you receive federal funds for the citizens in it, especially the low-income communities. That is where most of the federal funds come from in those cities. Also in those cities, most of the politicians are being arrested for embezzlement or money laundering. And that money comes from the taxpayers' money, which is the money that is being sent in federal funds that these citizens are not getting. So why are you mad at a organization that wants to give out free diapers, free food, give a child a warm bed?
Because they don't get no credit or money off of it.
No, that's not it, baby. You can't fill up prisons if they're not committing crimes.
That is true. And then we in Alabama, they building them bitches.
This. If your family's starving, you could be A1 citizen, never committed a crime. But if you got a family at home and they starving and you got babies at home that ain't got milk,
you gonna steal that shit.
And the same government you pay taxes to send billions of dollars overseas to save other countries, but allow your child to starve. This is the same government that wants you to go outside and commit a crime. You know why? Because you're worth more sitting inside of a jail cell.
That's crazy.
You're worth more in a jail cell. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. They don't care nothing about nothing but numbers. Poverty creates crime. Crime creates numbers. Numbers creates elections.
Look, man, we don't need you to give it too much sauce out. We don't need the FBI come kicking in our door because we got MzBEE on here dropping all these goddamn
But that
gems.
is why I became a community leader. That is why I'm a youth mentor. That is why I am an ordained minister to be able to counsel families and youths. That is why I do that. That is why children are able to come to my organization and get 3 hot meals free a day, full course meals, not the snacks and the juice they give you at daycare, and they make you pay $400 or $500 a week. That is not what happens here. When your child come to me, you can get diapers, you can get wipe, you can get food. Your parents can get employment assistance. Your parents can get clothes if they need clothes. If your parent needs somebody to care for their kids while they out looking for a job because they don't have nobody to, you can't pay nobody if you don't have no income.
So you have a 24-hour child care service?
I have a 24-hour youth program that insists of mentoring, keeping your child safe, that insists of assisting children with autism, that assists with mental health. When I deal with children, I deal with the whole family because in order to help a child, it starts at home first.
I agree.
So if the parents are screwed up, if the parents don't have income, if the parents don't have resources to provide a decent lifestyle for their child, what happens next? DHR.
Damn sure.
That is what I'm trying to prevent. Because is a child really safe in DHR? No. You know why? Because I've been on both sides. I've been a foster child and a foster parent. And both sides was a nightmare.
Yeah. It's heavy, man. You landing on thick.
So, anywho, I enjoy what I do. So, because of my upbringing is why I decided to become a community leader and help not just kids but their families.
Okay.
I love the industry. Like I said, I grew up around it, but I started building my own brand. With that being said, I am a music executive. I am a A&R for Hard Hitters Entertainment.
Okay. Shout out Hard Hitters.
Yes.
Big Wine, shout you out, man.
Yes, I'm assistant director for Clock Table Baddies, which is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are the #1 clothing brand in that region. Also, I am a model. I am a actress. You can find me on BET on Pat Settles It Season 2, Episode 10. I work with a lot of radio stations. I work with a lot of platforms. I'm a booking agent. I also have a tour and a filming coming up called Finding the One, where we're going on tour. We're doing events. Within that, I am looking for artists that I can invest in within marketing, within promo, to get you to be the artist you need to be. If you're interested, hit me up. Also, I do a lot. Like anything you need in the industry, hit up MzBEE. You need to get on the platform. You need radio play. You need a booking agent. You need a road manager. Hit me up.
Y'all heard what she said, y'all. Anything y'all need industry-wise, hit up MzBEE.
Yes, I do tours and all. I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with Amy Luciana from Love and Hip Hop. I've worked with a cast member from Johnson's Cabaret. I've done a lot of stuff. I work with a lot of people. So just hit me up. We do recording sessions. We do videography, photography services. We also provide artist development with Hard Hitters Entertainment. Make sure y'all check out the Black Couch too, cause as y'all can see, they on fire.
But no, man, we definitely support everything you got going, man. You got a long resume, like I said,
Yeah.
and I know recently your dad passed, and I want to offer my condolences to that. Would you like to make any remarks about that situation before we get ready to close out?
Sure. First, I want to thank the state of Alabama for giving me custody of my brother.
For sure.
Which I went viral for with 6.5 million views on Instagram.
Yeah, damn.
It's pinned on my page if anybody would like to go and view it.
It's a lot of damn views.
It's kind of a bittersweet moment with my father passing away because we were in the middle of protecting my brother I went viral for from child abuse. It created a lot of problems for my little brother. You know, he's very mentally unstable at the moment. He's fighting a lot of issues. And he was beat to the point where he started having seizures and almost died. My brother was starved, locked in dark closets, beat when he was hungry. So I did a lot of fighting to get custody of my brother, and in the midst of that, my father had a stroke, and his life was taken because of unprofessional, unethical medical professionals at UAB Hospital.
UAB in Birmingham?
Yes, and Grandview Medical Center, you know, but it started with UAB Hospital. I mean, once he got to the last places of where they could assist him at, you know, it was kind of really too late, but yeah, UAB Hospital. You know, how does a person go into a hospital from a stroke? You were recovering from the stroke, waiting to go to rehab. You were talking and everything. How do you die with a hole in your ass where you can see straight through my father's body, organs and all? How does that happen? How do you go into the hospital from a stroke and die from a bacterial disease because you
ain't being properly taken care of?
Yes. So,
hole in his ass?
I have a graphic picture. I don't mind showing it. Because at this point, I would like justice for my father because my brother is currently being checked in and out of mental institutions because he wants answers on why our father is dead. And no attorney in the state of Alabama will take it.
Hell no.
And any news station that we have called stated that we couldn't put our story out unless we had an attorney. But the attorneys, because most of them are attached to UAB, don't want to risk their career. But I don't mind risking my platform and everything I've done to get my father's story out there because no one deserves to die like that.
Damn. That's tough.
No call to the children asking, are you okay? No ask, do you need help burying them? No, nothing. Nothing.
But I don't even know what to say about all that there, man. But you come on the Black Couch, we're going to let you tell your story.
So those are the facts. So, within that, like I said, it's a bittersweet moment because, I am very grateful that I was able to gain custody of my brother to protect him from an abuser who's a repetitive abuser. But in the midst of us losing our father, because of careless medical professionals, is what makes it bittersweet. Because we was able to save my brother's life, but we lost our father in the process. So it made it bittersweet.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's always
so I just use my father's death as another reason to keep pushing. Yeah, am I angry? Yes. Do I want justice for my father? Yes. I also want justice for my brother. Because I'm just confused on how a child abuser that just got released from prison isn't back in prison.
All right, so, well, I don't know. But I do know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the government don't do their job. That's why I come into play.
But I do know that, you know what I'm saying, with every down come ups. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna be tested and tried, and all you gotta do is keep pushing. Hell, all you can do is keep pushing. You're gonna let that shit make you or break you, and then all you can do is keep pushing.
Yes.
And with that being said, I want to say we greatly appreciate you for coming and talking to us on the Black Couch. You had some amazing stories. You gave us some good details about Detroit, and yeah, man, I wish you nothing but success in your career. And that's a wrap, folks.
Bye.